Mastering Consumer Behavior Analysis. Researchers uncover the secret metrics driving consumer behavior. Where do researchers and analysts identify the key performance indicators, KPIs, that their organization uses to measure its operational excellence in the context of consumer behavior analysis? In the realm of consumer behavior analysis, operational excellence is paramount for organizations seeking to optimize their performance and deliver exceptional customer experiences. Identifying key performance indicators, KPIs, is a crucial step in measuring operational excellence, as it enables researchers and analysts to evaluate and refine their strategies accordingly. To identify KPIs, researchers and analysts typically begin by examining the organization's overall goals and objectives, as well as its strategic priorities. This involves reviewing organizational charts, mission statements, and performance dashboards to gain a comprehensive understanding of the organization's vision, values, and desired outcomes. Next, researchers and analysts conduct a thorough analysis of the organization's customer journey, mapping out each touchpoint and interaction that customers have with the brand. This includes assessing the customer's experience across various channels, such as online, in-store, and social media, as well as evaluating the effectiveness of customer service, product offerings, and marketing campaigns. Through this analysis, researchers and analysts can identify areas of strength and weakness, pinpointing opportunities for improvement and optimization. They may use tools such as customer feedback surveys, Net Promoter Scores, NPS, and Customer Effort Scores, CES, to gather insights into customer satisfaction and loyalty. Once areas for improvement have been identified, researchers and analysts can develop KPIs that are tailored to the organization's specific needs and goals. These KPIs may include metrics such as customer satisfaction ratings, e.g., percentage of customers rating their experience as very satisfied. Customer retention rates, e.g., percentage of customers retained over a specified period. Average order value, AOV, and revenue growth. Return on investment, ROI, for marketing campaigns and customer acquisition strategies. Efficiency metrics, such as order fulfillment rates, shipping times, and inventory turnover. Quality metrics, such as product defect rates, customer complaint rates, and returns rates. To ensure that these KPIs are meaningful and actionable, researchers and analysts must also establish clear targets and benchmarks for each metric. This involves setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART, goals that are aligned with the organization's overall objectives. For example, an e-commerce company might set a KPI target to increase customer satisfaction ratings by 10% within the next quarter, or to reduce average shipping times by 30% within the next 6 months. By establishing these targets, researchers and analysts can track progress, identify areas for improvement, and refine their strategies to achieve operational excellence. In addition to establishing KPI targets, researchers and analysts must also develop a system for regularly collecting and analyzing data related to these metrics. This may involve implementing data analytics tools, such as customer relationship management, CRM, software, data visualization platforms, and business intelligence systems. Through this process, researchers and analysts can gain a deeper understanding of the organization's performance, identifying trends, patterns, and correlations that inform data-driven decision-making. By leveraging these insights, organizations can optimize their operations, streamline their processes, and deliver exceptional customer experiences that drive loyalty, retention, and revenue growth. In conclusion, identifying KPIs is a critical step in measuring operational excellence in the context of consumer behavior analysis. By examining the organization's goals and objectives, analyzing the customer journey, and developing tailored KPIs, researchers and analysts can evaluate and refine their strategies to achieve exceptional performance and drive business success. As I sat in the meeting, listening to the marketing team discuss their latest consumer behavior analysis, I couldn't help but think of my days managing a small factory that produced motorcycle parts. It was the early 1970s, and I was determined to make it the most efficient operation in the country. I knew that to achieve operational excellence, I had to identify the key performance indicators, KPIs, that would drive our success. Fast forward to today, and the same principles apply when analyzing consumer behavior. So, where do researchers and analysts find these magic KPIs? In my experience, it's not about looking at a laundry list of metrics, it's about understanding the context and the story behind the numbers. Let me illustrate this with an example. A few years ago, I worked with a company that was struggling to increase sales of their new energy drink. They had conducted extensive market research, but nothing seemed to be working. I asked to see their data, and what I found was astounding. They were tracking everything from website traffic to social media engagement, but none of it was telling them why customers were not buying. I decided to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. I spent hours talking to customers, observing their behavior, and analyzing the competition. And then it hit me. The problem wasn't that customers didn't like the product, it was that they didn't know how to consume it. The energy drink was a new concept, and people were unsure how to incorporate it into their daily routine. Armed with this insight, we developed a new marketing strategy that focused on educating customers on how to use the product. We created tutorials, videos, and even partnered with influencers to show people how to make the energy drink a part of their daily lives. The result was a 30% increase in sales within 6 months. So, what were the KPIs that we used to measure operational excellence in this context? It wasn't about website traffic or social media engagement. It was about measuring the effectiveness of our education campaign. We tracked metrics such as customer retention rates, repeat purchases, and customer satisfaction surveys to ensure that our strategy was working. In another instance, I worked with a company that was struggling to reduce customer complaints about their product. They had set up a complex system to track and analyze customer feedback, but it wasn't making a dent in the complaint rate. I asked to review their data, and what I found was that they were focusing on the wrong metrics. They were tracking the number of complaints, but not the root cause of the problem. I suggested that we take a more nuanced approach to understanding customer behavior. We began to analyze the language and tone used by customers in their feedback, and what we found was that the majority of complaints were related to the product's durability. Armed with this insight, we worked with the product development team to make changes to the product's design and materials. The result was a 25% reduction in customer complaints within 3 months. So, what were the KPIs that we used to measure operational excellence in this context? It was about tracking the effectiveness of our product changes. We measured metrics such as customer satisfaction rates, return rates, and Net Promoter Score to ensure that our strategy was working. In both cases, the key to achieving operational excellence was about understanding the context and the story behind the numbers. It wasn't about tracking a laundry list of metrics, it was about identifying the KPIs that would drive real change. And that's the most important lesson I've learned throughout my career, that operational excellence is not about metrics, it's about understanding human behavior. What I've come to realize is that humans are complex creatures, and our behavior is influenced by a multitude of factors. To truly understand consumer behavior, you need to be willing to dig deep and get your hands dirty. You need to talk to customers, observe their behavior, and analyze the competition. And most importantly, you need to be willing to challenge your assumptions and adapt to changing circumstances. In the end, operational excellence is not about achieving some magical metric. It's about creating a culture of continuous improvement. It's about being humble, being curious, and being willing to learn. And that's the most important lesson I've learned throughout my career, that operational excellence is a journey, not a destination.